The man hadn't been to the city for half a month, but when he got there, he found that humans had all died from a deadly virus. Even in busy New York, with lights shining at night, there was not a single living person. Devastated, he searched many places over the next year but didn't find any survivors. Just when he was about to give up, he saw smoke rising from a house in the distance. It was clearly a sign that someone was living there. This moment brought him hope again. For safety, he brought a weapon and cautiously approached the house. As soon as he got out of the car, he shouted to stop the person inside. The man quickly got up and said he meant no harm. Because it was so rare to meet a living person in this world, he just wanted to make a friend. The girl saw how sincere he was and agreed to let him come in. She warmly welcomed him. With only one man and one woman left in the world, the two of them, with no other choice, naturally became attracted to each other. They both saw the loneliness in each other's eyes. After one night, the girl agreed to go to his home with him. She quickly adapted to the mansion. She found that some food had been chewed by rats. She suggested throwing away the contaminated food. The two of them went to the supermarket and filled 2 carts. However, they didn't notice the rats running around the shelves or the dead bodies scattered around. The presence of the rats led to new challenges. When they got home, they cooked a meal, ate familiar food, and felt happy. They talked about the end of the world. The man was a biologist, and he didn't see the disaster as just a catastrophe. In the days that followed, the man searched for food, and the woman helped manage the garden. She was grateful and even asked him to trim her hair, which hadn't been cut in a year. Over time, they grew closer and eventually became a couple. Life was peaceful and happy until the girl got pregnant. The man started worrying because, in this world, no one would be able to help her give birth. If anything went wrong, he would lose her. But the girl stayed optimistic. She encouraged him to learn about childbirth and stockpiled baby supplies. During her second trimester, her appetite grew. The man decided to go hunting. He eventually shot a cow, slaughtered it, and brought the meat back. The girl praised his bravery and appreciated his efforts to improve their life. He quickly installed solar panels on the roof to generate electricity, and they were able to enjoy more of the night. However, the girl noticed a problem: rats. She warned the man that if there was one rat in the house, there would be many. At night, the streets were filled with rats running around. The couple quickly threw contaminated food into the fire to burn it. The girl kept shooting the rats, but they kept coming. They decided to retreat and locked themselves in a room, sealing the gaps with tape. The girl poured strong acid into the toilet, targeting the rats' nests. They stayed safely inside, waiting for the rats to leave. Suddenly, they heard a dog barking outside. They realized the dog had been locked out. In a panic, the man opened the door, pulled the dog inside, and closed it again. The rats flooded in, and the man used a bat to fight them off until all the rats were dead. Finally, they bandaged the dog's wounds and fell exhausted into bed. The next morning, the street was quiet again. They had a hearty breakfast. The girl, still shaken from last night, went into early labor. The man quickly returned to the house and, using the knowledge he'd learned from books, helped her deliver the baby. The girl had given birth to 2 children before, so she had some experience. This time, she was in so much pain, but the baby was born safely. The birth of the child gave them hope for the rebirth of human civilization. The couple left messages on the town's walls with paint, hoping to find other survivors. Finally, a man saw the message. His arrival would bring great changes to this little family.